Alright guys, nearly time to go back to the UK. To be fair, it's been very busy because UK's work's been busy on top of all the stuff we've got going on here. And we've done a lot of family stuff, so I'm quite happy for the amount we got done in the time we had. I mean, a month seems a lot of time, but it isn't, because pretty much I'm doing about 4 hours a day work-wise for the UK side, and then we've got the building stuff going on, organising the bits and pieces I'm doing, like fitting sockets. I've got a data centre piece today, which I've just switched on for a bit of data management, so I can move all the photos and stuff that Zoe loves to overload my Google Drive with, which then blocks my emails coming in. So creating a bit of space for the data drives and things. Then eventually all that will be along here with the kids' books. There'll be a bit of an area for all the technology pieces, which April will love because it's not in her way, it's up here in my domain. April's got the rest of the house. I get the top floor, and then Zoe's piece will be here, so she's got a little bit of a garden along here, all the way along, so which also April used for the laundry piece, because I don't think she wants the laundry downstairs, especially once the hot tub's there. So I think what will happen downstairs is the hot tub will be in the corner down here, then garden shed will be here, so it creates a bit of a divider for privacy. Then you've got the canopy coming over as well. Then this side will have a coffee table and stuff, because Victoria, our neighbour, quite a friendly lady, she was a bit worried we were going to box everything in downstairs, you know, similar to we sheet it off and all that. We want to keep that a little bit open. Also the pensions of Spain are the best CCTV you can not buy but have. So they spend a lot of time sitting out in the sun, so very useful and practical people to have around. So keeping on the good side of her, that's why we moved the air conditioning around the corner rather than in front. Plus she's a really nice lady as well. I was going to say old, but I'll get slapped for that. But yeah, it's been a productive time. Sort of, I feel a bit negative about going back to the UK, because the thing is, I'm sitting here thinking that's going to cost money, that's going to cost money, that's going to cost. But I'm looking at it that the house is nearly where we want it. That heap of junk out of there is starting to fail again. So I said to April, I'm gonna have to buy a brand new spanking car, which I really didn't want to be doing, but I'm gonna do it. So once the house is finished, car's going. Starting to get all the same problems back. That's why I didn't really want to talk about the mechanic too much, because I hadn't tested the car to a point of going, yeah, happy with it. But to be fair, recommend not buying a diesel Astra, that's for sure. Absolute heap of junk, waste of money, but we live and learn. 9 grand down the drain. But hey, what, I could sit here bitter, twisted and annoyed, but it was profit I made on crypto exchanges, so it didn't really cost me any real money. It was done on Bitcoin and Neo, so oh well, live and learn. 10 grand down the toilet, but I didn't have to break a sweat to get it. So that side, annoyed in the sense of we spent the money trying to fix it and still can't fix the thing. So I just feel sorry for other people, and I was tempted to actually stick it on YouTube, beating it with a baseball bat and setting fire to it, but I think that sends off the wrong message. So what I'm doing, just focusing on the house. So yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm relaxed. You know, I've had a few stressful times. I mean, the funny thing is, I've got this new watch. I'm not going into medical issues, but I did have something a few months back which was a bit worrying. So I bought this is the Huawei top of the range phone. Well, I suppose it is a phone because I can actually answer to my phone that with it. But the watch has heart monitoring, stress level monitoring, and all this sort of stuff. With some of the issues I was relating to work, because I got this before I come out to Spain. When I did the stress test, it was at 79. While in Spain, it's been down to 34, and it's sort of around 40 on average, you know, when you're dealing with the day-to-day headaches. You know, when something's in the wrong space or somebody's broke something, that sort of thing. But it just shows you the difference an environment can make. Your stress levels are double, you know, in the working environment I have in the UK. It makes my hair fall out. No, I should have shaved my head last night. Starting to get that old granddad type hair, you know, we get bits of clumps everywhere, and I'm like, time to go. And I think April actually likes me having a shaved head rather than hair, because obviously I'm missing this bit here. Although we have been looking at the hair transplant stuff, but she actually says, well, if you actually keep your hair short, I don't think you'd ever need it, because it actually looks alright. Right, okay. So, yeah. Not that I was sure I was getting a hair transplant, it's just something we, you know, we have these random conversations sometimes. But yeah, going back to the UK later on in the week. Already had the shover thing up your nose today. And just to be aware, the Gov UK website says you must have a COVID-19 test, and it recommends PCR test, which basically means you can have an antigen, which is half the price. So I had that at iMed today. It was €40. Book an appointment, you're in and out in about a couple of minutes. So I've had to shove it up your nose, got to fill in the Gov UK nonsense, track and trace, so the twats can phone me up every day and go, have you left the house? Do you aware you can't leave the house? And it's like, I'm not stupid and I don't suffer with Alzheimer's, so I don't know what the issue is here. Oh, can you give us the test results? No, because you should have the test results if you work for the NHS, because it just sounds like you don't work for the NHS. Sounds like you're a call centre somewhere, because it's privileged medical information. But anyway, that's enough of that. So that's all set up. I think I'm going to book the car for the car park this time up in Spain. Up at Alicante Airport, because Euro parking is about, I think it's €250 a year, and you can park it about 5 minutes away from the airport, and then they'll shuttle bus you back to the airport. So I think I'm going to do that this time. So that's the thing. I think if this will run okay, because it might be alright doing the long distance runs, because it doesn't like small runs, that's for sure. Because I don't mind leaving this baking out in some field somewhere, which is often the case with the parking up there. Because I think if you want it undercover, it's €1 a day extra or something. But I think I'll get the parking, so I can. It means that I hit the ground running every time I get back. As soon as I'm back, I'm straight up to pick the car up and gone. Because now that the COVID situation's quietening down, I'm hoping that we can start having a bit of normality and travelling a bit more again, so I can get home a couple of times a month. Wouldn't that be good? What's making that noise? That sounds like somebody must have a suitcase. I thought there's a new car. That's noisy. But yeah, there's somebody with some carts. I thought, that's a bit rattly, because they just started the engine. It's like click, 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 click. And I'm like, must have had the same experience as some of the mechanics I've had. So yeah, looking forward to going to work to come back, because when I come back, kitchen's in. Hopefully April's made the move. And I think they can start moving it in stages, because like I said, the downstairs nearly there. I might get Alexander to finish the sockets off for me, simply because I'm running out of time. But Igor's crew's been very good. The Igor and little Igor and Alex, and I think there's 2 Alexanders. I'm sure there is, because one's Igor's brother, and Alex that does the air conditioning and electrics. But they've been very good. Like I said, Tony's guys put the water heater on in about, I think it's about 2.5 to 3 hours. So I'm happy with that. But all in all, I think we're progressing quite well. Yeah, look forward to getting it all finished. Hopefully I get it done before Christmas. Eating away at my wages, but what you got to understand is I currently rent a room over in the UK. I'm paying rent on the place down there, so I've got rent on plus the water bill, electric bill and all that sort of stuff. So moving over here will actually save me a significant amount of cash. So that's why I'm sort of like, stop adding new projects, finish what you're doing, because I need to get the family over, because then I can empty that one, finish that one, and instead of spending 700 a month on expenditure on that property, we can spend it on here. And obviously with the water heater now in, the electric bill shoots down. But what we have got here instead, for the money I save, pays for the garden shed, and it pays for the bits month by month. Another important note, as Tony was saying, with the solar panels, if you put them up there, so I've got 4 panels going up there. The summer, the tax, firstly you'll get some money back from the usage via the electric company, but also your summer will be reduced by about 50% for the first 5 years. So that's another saving. That's probably €125 a year on the tax. So all in all, pretty good. Just I keep looking across there because somebody's cooking something. You can see a bit of a fog going on, because we smell a lot of the wood burners lately, and you're like, who's got the heating on? It was 31 degrees yesterday. But then people must be cooking. Yeah, it's great to be back though. Great to be back. Met with Richard today as well, Richard Pilgrim. It's good to see him. I haven't seen him for a while. But I know a few of you guys have actually been out and about and been over at the Chinese restaurant over the road and sort of making comments about how things are progressing. This property itself is, we're spending a fair bit of money on it, but this is our home. So if I was doing a rental and buying another one, just to put this in mind, we paid $135,000 for this property. The owner originally wanted, because the neighbour was saying they were asking about buying it, he wanted $180,000 for a 3-bedroom in this area. That's realistic. Those apartments over there, I think they're over 200,000 upwards. But you got, because of the location, 180k is realistic. Now we're looking at another one which is about 150,000, which we may end up buying as a rental at a later date, because the guys here ain't in a rush to sell. To be fair, I ain't got 150 quid, well, I might have 150 quid in my back pocket, but I ain't got 150,000 in my back pocket plus taxes. So I think we'll be looking at that in the future. Plus I've had a few of my friends in the UK actually interested as well, buying on the same row, because they're thinking, well, hang on, if you're there or your wife's there, we ain't going to have problems with burglaries and stuff, because there's always going to be somebody around. So there's been a few people going, well, there's any houses available in your row, which there is. but I would like to get another one, maybe next year. We'll see. We'll see how the crypto markets do. But ultimately, it's home. We got it, like I say, 135,000, and we probably spent 30,000 on it, realistically. But that's fully furnished, all brand new aircon, brand new water heater, brand new appliances, new kitchen, new bathrooms. It's a complete refit. New electrics, new plumbing. So realistically, it's a shell project. We built the shell, but even now you're probably talking 165,000. Well, the property's already, like I said, the guy wanted 180,000 originally. So no, realistically, it's a nice house, nice location. Even as a holiday home, it's in a very good location. It's in a prime location, easy to rent out. So there's no real downside to what we paid or the expectation. As they say, you get what you pay for. I mean, you can get a 4-bedroom on the back row with no sea views. In fact, the front view is the view of other houses, for 99,000. I think they've even dropped that to 87,000, because of its location. There's nothing to see. Nothing to see here. So yeah, but content, happy, going back to work. But thanks for watching, guys, and glad you've enjoyed the updates, those that have. We'll just keep cracking on and keep updating as we go. But I'm pretty happy with the way things are starting to move now. I keep getting tempted, you know, I'm stood here thinking, should I rip that sink out tonight? But my wife will go nuts, because she keeps telling me to stop doing stuff, because I've got a bad back in a bad way. I was in traction for, I think it was 2 or 3 months before, because I had infused discs, so all stuck together. And then I spent 2 or 3 months in physio. So, but the problem is, I'm one of those people that can't sit still. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, appreciate you enjoying the videos, thumbs up, commenting, you name it, makes it all worthwhile. Because I certainly don't do it for the money on YouTube, I tell you. I do it because I like spreading what's achievable, what you can do yourself. That's why I do it. It's not, I mean, I don't even have the money, to be fair. That goes to the Philippines. I don't actually keep any of the money. But the main thing for me is that the information's useful, practical, and helps other people out. And we got that, I'm happy. Thanks for watching.